Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Today, I will take you through a 20-minute class to warm up the body and awaken your soul to welcome a new day. So grab your mat and get ready to begin. Morena, and welcome to Asana with Jess. Starting at the top of our mats in a standing position. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring the hands to the sky and take a baby back bend. Bending at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen and fold. Step back into plank and take your chaturanga, either on your knees or on your toes. Untuck the toes, upward facing dog. Tilt your heels to the left and look over your right shoulder. Come back to center and tilt the heels to the right and look over the left shoulder and return to center. Push the hips to the sky and untuck the toes for our downward dog. Roll through to plank and take your chaturanga, this time dropping all the way to the mat and coming up into a full cobra. Pushing your hips to the sky for another downward dog. Lift your right foot, three-legged dog. Coming onto your tippy toes with the left foot, push the right foot into the sky, pumping it up, deepening the stretch in the hamstrings. Lift that foot one more time, and on the next time bend at the knee, bringing that foot to the ground and bringing your right arm over your head for our flip dog. And roll back into our three-legged dog. Bend at the knee, bringing the knee to the chest and place it on the mat. Untuck your back toes for our pigeon pose. Spread your arms apart slightly, bend the elbows, nose to the mat, and come up. And repeat this movement. Take one more, and if you are able, come down onto your elbows, fully relaxing into this pose. When you are ready, come back up onto your hands. Tuck the toes under and come back into a downward dog. Step forward, low lunge, followed by the other foot, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend at the knees, bring the arms to the sky and take a mini back bend. Hinging at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back into plank and take a chaturanga. Untuck the toes, upward facing dog. Tilt your heels to the left, looking over the right shoulder, and tilt the heels to the right, looking over the left shoulder. Come back to center. Push the hips to the sky and untuck the toes for downward dog. Lift the left foot into the sky, three-legged dog. Lift your right heel up, pushing the left leg further into the sky. and bringing it down, pushing up and down, pumping that foot into the air. Lift that leg one more time, and the next time bend at the knee, bringing that foot to the ground and stretching out for our flip dog. Coming back into our downward dog. Roll through to plank and take a chaturanga. Coming into our upward facing dog. And pushing back into downward dog. Bring your left knee forward and place it on the mat. Untucking the back toes, coming into our pigeon pose. Pressing your fingertips into the mat, bend at the elbows, dip the nose towards the ground and come back up. Dip the nose towards the ground again and come back up, repeating this. Take one more here. You can stay here, but if you'd like to advance this pose, come down to your elbows. If you're on your elbows, come back up to your hands. Untuck the toes and come back into downward dog. Step the left leg through to low lunge, tense the core and come up into our crescent lunge pose. Bringing the hands to the heart. Turn the upper body slightly, bringing the left elbow to the left knee. To advance this pose, bring your hand down to the mat and bring the other hand directly into the air above you. Return your hands to prayer pose and gently come back up. Plant the hands on the earth and push back into downward dog. Roll through to plank and once again flow through your vinyasa. Step the right foot forward into low lunge and tense the core coming into our crescent lunge. Turn your upper body slightly, bringing the right elbow to the right knee. To advance this pose, bring the right hand to the mat and the left hand above the head in a straight line. Return your hands to prayer pose and come back up, bringing the hands to the earth and pushing back into our downward facing dog. And flow through your vinyasa. Step both feet forward, coming into a forward bend at the top of your mat. Bend at the knees, bringing the hands into the sky and down to heart center. Find your balance and wrap your left leg around your right leg. And when you're ready, do the same with your arms. This is our eagle pose. Garudasana. Begin to unwrap your arms and unwrap your legs, bringing that left foot down to the earth. Refocus your energy and start to tip forward while pushing that left foot back, bringing the arms out by your sides, coming into our warrior three. You want to make a nice right angle with your legs, gazing forward. Press your back foot onto the earth at 45 degrees, bending the front knee, tipping the left arm back, bringing the right arm over the head, and flowing into our extended side angle pose, bringing the hands to the earth and kicking back into downward dog. Step or jump forward into our forward bend. Bend at the knees, bring the hands to the sky, into heart center. This time we're going to wrap the right leg around the left leg and do the same with your hands. Release your arms first, followed by your legs, bringing that right leg next to your body. Gently tip it back while your torso tips forward, coming into our warrior three. Pointing the toes, bringing the arms at your sides, and straightening your legs as much as possible. Plant the right foot down at 45 degrees. Bend the front knee, bringing your left arm over your head, and then tilting into our extended side angle pose, bringing your hands to the earth, kicking back into our downward dog. Rolling through to plank and taking your chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward dog. Pedaling the feet out if you need. And stepping through to low lunge, followed by the other foot, coming into a forward bend at the top of the mat. Bend at the knees. Bring the hands to prayer pose, making sure that your feet are hip width apart, and gaze forward. When you're ready, bring your hands into the sky for our chair pose. Keeping your arms and legs the same, come onto your tippy toes and lower to the ground, coming into a seated position with your legs out in front of you. Flex the toes. Bend forward, bringing your left hand as close to your feet as you can, and bring your right arm out directly behind you, creating a straight line with your arms, gazing behind you. Come back to center and swap arms, bringing the right hand as close to your feet as possible and stretching the left arm out behind you. And return to center. Grabbing your feet with both hands this time. Releasing your hands, slowly lower your back to the ground. Raise your knees into the air And wrap your right leg around your left leg and tilt your knees to the left, bringing your arms up beside you. This is a supine eagle twist. Lift your legs back to center, and this time wrap your left leg around your right leg and bring it down to the ground on the right, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring your legs back to center. Uncross them and come up into a seated position. Bring your feet together, soles facing each other. Bring your hands to your toes and spread your knees as wide as you can. Bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. To deepen this stretch, take some circles with your torso. Moving around to your right knee, and over to your left knee and back. Deepening the stretch in the legs. And change direction. Taking one more here, and fully relaxing into our bound angle pose. Feel free to close your eyes. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Focusing your energy towards that spot right in between your eyebrows on your forehead. This brings your concentration and awareness to your body. You can stay here for as long as you like, but if you're ready, shift your feet into a seated position. Thank you for practicing yoga with me in the beautiful Whakatete Bay. I hope you feel awakened and ready to seize the day. Sending you love and light. Namaste.